like 2 pages. I have never had 2 pages.
Yeah.
And it's time for this.
Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more. To your seat. Find out more at eclipsecinemas.com.
Is it our last one of the year? I do believe it is. Let's welcome our man at the movies, Collie McFadden, with the very latest from Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. And it's all a little bit merrier now that you said that, because before the break, you said, now for the last time, and I was going, what? You're not firing me at Christmas now, are you? So the last time this year, I can live with. I can live with that.
Okay.
So many movies. And, you know, not that long ago, a couple of years ago, with COVID and all that, we were saying, oh, there's a movie coming out over Christmas. It's jam-packed. There's loads.
This is the most movies I have ever seen you give me on one of our slots. This is unbelievable.
And I'm not sure I even mentioned them all, but we'll have a go anyway. And
Let's get into it.
Yeah, we'll start with the one that's actually out at the moment, the least shamey movie on the whole list, and I'm including the children's movie about cats and indeed the Indian language movie. So it's Aquaman. If we had more time, if there weren't so many movies, I'd be telling you all about, oh, it's the end of the DCU universe and all that sort of. All you need to know is friend of Donegal, Jason Momoa, is back as sort of watery god. Play a clip, and hopefully that'll sum it up nicely.
You and me. We're special. We're connected to the land and the sea. I'm gonna kill Aquaman, even if I have to make a deal with the devil to do it.
This heat is the royal bloodline itself.
We're the end of the bloodline.
No, we're not.
And Duke Jr.
You want blood? Come get it!
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom in cinemas now.
I was just waiting for that line.
Yeah, it's a good line. Well, you see, you even see it in the clip there. When I started off watching this movie this morning, I was going, oh, for an American movie, they're drinking Guinness. That's good. And then they drink it straight out of the can, which I was less draft Guinness out of the can. I was less keen on. But anyway, so here's another it's a big, dumb, and I really mean dumb, blockbuster coming out for Christmas, right? And Jason Momoa is a very likable guy. He plays himself. He was in Fast and Furious this summer, where he played the bad version of this character. In this one, he's played the good version of this character. Now, it is, even by superhero standards, it's a ludicrous plot. I don't know what happened. I only watched it, Seamie. So how would I be expected to know? Even though people have conversations like this. Aquaman, would you like a cup of tea? Yes, I would like a cup of tea, because that will give me strength to get the Billy Bong from the thingamajig to save Atlantis and do this. And you go, that seemed like a big speech for a small movie. So everyone's going around. They're punching fish in the face. There's a funny octopus. All this mad stuff is happening. I don't know what's going on. But I have to say, it was bright and breezy and kind of good fun. And it's not for me at all. But I think if you're a 10-year-old this Christmas and you're full of chocolate and you want to get out of the house, I think it's the sort of dumb, silly stuff that could be good crack altogether.
Yeah, it's got some good actors in it. Nicole.
Yeah, but they're just
they all queue up for the check, is it?
Yeah, they're just on the payday.
That's a good payday.
They're literally phoning it in, I would say. Like, it is dumb, but Jason Momoa's a good laugh. And as I said, for the audience, you know, tired mums and dads after Christmas, dragging them I think they'll have a bit of crack at this. It's really not. The one thing about it, not only is it dumb, but it knows it's dumb. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, folks. Watch out for it. Right, this is one I'm definitely going to go see. Ferrari, story of Ferrari.
Yeah, and made by Michael Mann, who made movies like Miami Vice and Heat. So it'll be a very serious take, because he does everything very serious. Starring Adam Driver as Enzo Ferrari himself, who, of course, took over the family car business, but was obsessed with racing and thought the future of the cars was in the racing thing. Now, I'm not a car guy at all, but this looks really intense and serious. And of course, it's the racing at the time where safety, what safety? There were no safety precautions. Everything was out the window.
It's kind of his life story, and then he's talking from it's a period that they've taken in 1957. I think that's my take on it.
Yeah, that's it. So this comes out after Christmas. So all these other movies we're going to talk about are all after Christmas. So I don't know yet what they're like, but it looks really interesting. And Adam Driver is such an interesting actor. He's always good at watching something. He's great in House of Gucci, Star Wars. Whether it's serious or fun, he's always good value. So I think
he looks exactly like him in this.
Yeah. This is one for you after Christmas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, love this. Right, that's Ferrari after Christmas. Right, we'll keep moving because we've loads. Next goal wins.
Yeah,
it's
now
kind of a true story, isn't it?
It's a completely true story with a bit of a twist. Now, there's a great documentary also called Next Goal Wins that is all part of this. It was based on this story. The worst team, American Samoa, who famously lost 31-0 to Australia. And they're the worst football team in the world. But because they're part of America, they asked for help. And America sent them this coach and said, like, all they wanted to do was kind of maybe would score a goal in a match, let alone draw or win a match. And it's based on the true story. And they've made a fictional version with our Ireland's own Michael Fassbender. And it's sort of a kind of slightly Cool Running sort of vibe on it.
Yes,
set on a beautiful island. And I haven't seen this one yet either, of course, but I have seen the original documentary, which is amazing. And there's all sorts of characters in it that you will go, I know when the fictional movie comes out, they go, that's Hollywood. They just threw that person in. Nope. They were all as mad as this. They were all really that mad. I think this will be a big holiday hit because it kind of all the family can go and see it. And it looks like really good fun.
So, it's a sports comedy, really. But
it's a sport.
Is this the first for Michael Fassbender to do a comedy? I haven't seen it.
I can't. Well, he did some sort of quirky, arty comedies like Frank and stuff like that. But I think a broad comedy like this is very much the first one. And it's with Taika Waititi, who people would know from Thor Ragnarok or Hunt for the Wildebeest. So it's a real dry Kiwi sort of humor as well. Very sarcastic and funny. I think this looks really good.
Folks, it'll look good because it's very sunny.
Yeah. It'll warm you up straight after Christmas, especially if the weather's like it is at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's the football fans. Now, you romantics out there, you might like this. Anyone but you.
Well, yes. So this is two big stars that maybe you and I aren't that familiar with because one of them, well, he was a big hit as the kind of bad guy in Top Gun a couple of summers ago. And Sydney Sweeney is a huge TV star in Euphoria. And look, it's a classic sitcom setup. They pretend to be a couple for this family wedding in Australia. They're going to Australia.
Where do we hear that before?
So yeah, we've seen this done loads of times, but you know, the two gorgeous looking people, they're in a gorgeous setting. In Australia, it's sunny, it's warm, and everyone's on, drinking champagnes on yacht and bickering couples, pretending to be in love, but they're not really. Do you think they might fall in love? I have to be honest. Maybe this is the one movie that they surprise us and not, but sure. A bit of romance over Christmas. And it is actually 15s. So it's slightly edgy, there's a lot of rude jokes and so on. I think people who wouldn't like the silliness of Aquaman or the intenseness of Ferrari, this is another good antidote for them. A fun romantic comedy with just beautiful people and beautiful locations. Why not?
Yeah, definitely. I vouch for that. I watched the clip and I enjoyed the clip. I said, well, I wouldn't mind watching that. Yeah. And it's not my kind of movie, but it had something. I think it has something. Right. You have, now, what do you want to go to first? Cats in the Museum for the kids?
Yeah, this is for much younger kids, ones that maybe are too young for Wonka and for Aquaman. This is sort of for sevens and under, I think. It's a nice story about little cats in the museum. And
it's the crew that made Toy Story.
Yeah. It's so it's going to be a nice little cute one, like with a haunted museum and haunted cats, and everyone's going to solve the problem. It's very cute and sweet, and it looks the part. Looks
lovely. Now you've got an India movie.
Yes, an Indian movie called Neru, which usually they've opened in India loads before, but in this case, they're opening sort of equivalent time in India and here. It's called Neru. It's a big gangster family one. I love these because it's all gangster stuff and music and things like that. It's brilliant stuff. Great fun.
Okay. That's good. Now you've loads of Christmas specials. You've got a minute.
Yeah, we've got It's a Wonderful Life is on again.
Oh,
Elf,
great.
all of these. Santa Claus the movie. So coming up to Christmas, all these movies we're talking about is all these movies we're talking about are coming up after Stephen's Day, with the exception of Aquaman. So coming up to Christmas, we've all the Christmas movies coming back again, just to get people in the mood, and maybe sometimes get maybe little people out of the house, so mums or dads can organize everything for Christmas, and we get everything going. So it's all good.
All good, all good. Look at that. Thanks a million as always. It's been a great year and a great year for the movies. And
Jamie,
we're looking.
Look forward to next year. We've big stuff coming out in January. But can I just say as well, we often talk, both cinema and radio are great friends to people who maybe don't always have a lot of other people in their life. And Christmas can be a hard time for some of those people. So just a message from me and you, Seamie, they're not alone this Christmas. And if Christmas is difficult for you or you struggle, just remember, you've got 2 friends here at least, and lots more friends everywhere else, I'd imagine.
Okay. Enjoy the movies. That's Collie.
Okay.
At EclipseCinemas.com.
Bye.